Guys, on this episode of Project Woo, I'm going to be cleaning the engine block and getting ready to paint. Hopefully throw the heads on there at some point. Paint it all together, ain't decided yet. But either way, here we go. Woo! So I got the block upside down. This is not the most clean way to do this, but it's kind of the only way that I have right now. So the block's upside down. I got some towels laid on the top to keep anything out of it. I still got to clean this stuff off, so I ain't too worried about it yet. As far as the pistons, the tops of the pistons and the bores, I'm just worried about getting this paint cleaned off right now, and then I'll deal with this in a little bit. Alright, so now I got the block cleaned up as best as I can. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Doesn't look too bad. I'm going to go ahead and put the heads on it. Get those cleaned up as best as I can. Yeah, I know I should have took it to a machine shop and had them resurfaced, but that is so fine that you can't even feel it. So I think it'll be okay. And if not, then I learned a lesson. Let's get these heads on. Specs I found is 72 foot-pounds. I'm going to go in 3 different increments on that. And for those of you that don't know, on a Ford 302, you got some water jackets in the front, up here, and then in the back. They're identical, and on the head gasket it looks identical. But you want to use the side in the front if you're doing a Ford 302. Probably the same on a 351, I'm not sure. But I do know on a 302 you want to block the water jackets in the front. It'll have a little tiny hole right here that water can still flow. But this serves to push the water to the back of the block, and it keeps it from overheating. If you get these wrong, you will have overheating problems, and you'll have to take it back apart. So just be sure on a Ford 302 you got the water jackets open on the back, not the front. So this one will actually be flipped over. Dip the bolts in oil as recommended. pretty neat. They just slide right back in. This is a positive stop stud right here, which means the valves on this Ford cannot be adjusted. So basically I have to tighten the nut down and then torque it to Ford specifications, 17 to 23 foot-pounds. So I'm just going to do them all like that, and that's as much as you can adjust these. So just tighten it down till it stops, since it's a positive stop, and there it is. And then I'm going to tighten it down to 25 foot-pounds. But before I do this, I'm going to go around and bottom out all of them.